our legs out a little bit wide, and an inhale. And then an exhale, let it all out, and then an inhale. So we're waking up the joints, breathe in, and an exhale. Good morning, come on in, inhale. And then exhale, and then let your hands go to your thighs. And this is a cat-cow, but we're just in a standing position. Cat-cow just to get the back warmed up. Inhale, and then we're gonna do a little rotation. It's just like you're dropping a shoulder on one side and then you're dropping a shoulder. Just one more each side. Breathe in and exhale. And then we're gonna go all the way up. And when you're all the way up, you can pivot the toes more forward and go over and breathe. Breathe in. And then you're welcome to rotate down a little bit. So just a dynamic stretch, breathing in. It's just supposed to feel good, and go up and over and then get the back warmed up. So over, and then as you're ready, you can exhale, rotate down, inhale, rotate up, and then bring it back. And we're going to walk those little toes in, and we'll do just a little pattern of calf raises to get the body warmed up in the ankles. Each toe has its own weight. And going inhale and exhale. You got it. And then try 4 more total. 4, 4, 3, good. And 3, and 2, and 2. Try 1 more, and 1, and 1. Now this is a bit of a balance, so take 5 circles, but it's more dynamic, and take 5 each way. Now you may feel like you're getting warmed up and you want to go bigger. I had to touch, that's exactly, so if you have to dab, don't worry, just try to get right back into things. Try 5 the other way. 5, good, and 4, 3, so we'll do a little bit more, 2, and then on the 5th one each way, switch. Now I'm on this leg, the hips are level. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 more each this way. Now 5 the other way. 5, breathe in, you're tall. 4, your posture's upright. 3, 2, 1 more. Really good. Now this is a more static, so lift and spread your toes, static balance. Now at first you could leave your hands down, but if you would like to add on, the arms go up. Another possibility is hands at the heart. That's another sort of a modification, but just do 10, 3, that's it, 4, love it, 5, keep going. I'm going to adjust my shirt a little bit. I see it's going to sneak up. 7, 8, 9. Now the hand that is on the same side of the foot that's up can hold on to that foot. Upright. 10. Good. Just grab hold of something if you need. Now the inhale can lengthen your spine, and you can add on more of a dancer. 10. Hips square. 2. And tucking the chin just to get the neck soft. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Stretch out into a warrior 3. I'm going to turn for this because I don't want to hit the wall. You can stretch out your arms and your leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Come back up and let your hands come to your heart. You can tell it's a lot of challenge on the glute by the end. Lift and spread your toes. Take the other foot up, and inner thigh could be a place. Remember, hands could be low, heart, or up. Here we go. Hip is in. 10, 2, good. 3, and feel how your foot's working, but you're not clenching your toes. You're not crinkling the toes. Now the same hand that's on the foot that's in the air, it's going to catch your foot. I'll go ahead and do my turn here soon. And you're upright at first. 4, 5, and try to pull the ribs down. 6, so you're getting a quad stretch. 7, 8, good. Legs are together. 9. Now the extra could be that you push your foot into your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we go into warrior 3. All right, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then slowly come back. I could feel the balance was harder at the end. Now go out, and you can take 10 heel heavy squats. And I'm just looking to see if we need to do any modifications, because one thing you could do, so Catherine, if your knee's bothering you, you could put your back up against a wall and kind of do this isometric hold. But in general, I'll cue the heels are heavier than the toes. The knees track with your second toe. All right, 2, and then 1 more. Trying to keep our legs strong in different ways. Now, a normal squat, heel heavy, so I'll call it chair squat. You still want to find your body's anatomical neutral. So it feels like my femur's going in a good place in my acetabulum. I don't feel bone on bone. I don't hear clicking, because we all have a little bit of differences or different things we've been through. Knees line up with your second toe. Heels heavy no matter what though. That gets you out of your knees. Heart forward, and 2 more. Good, and then 1 more. The last one I'm going to do here, and I'm going to borrow a roller. If you would like to borrow a roller, please do, is an asymmetrical, or excuse me, 1 at a time calf raise. Try 10, whoops, and also try to decelerate slowly. And then we're going to do 10 on the other side. I'm using a roller or a wall, so you have ability to really have each toe have equal weight. That way you're not going out to the pinky toe or worried about quickly losing balance. 8. Gorgeous, guys. I think I said that was the last one, but of course I wanted 1 more or 2 more. So you could sit. Now, please listen to your body. Remember, you can always go back to calves, or let me just show you the modification, how you're way up against a wall. Now, here's the move. Notice how these are both working, but the option could be lift up, and one ankle's out of the, kind of just out of the way. So I'm putting it on a figure 4. And then you can go to your place, 10. Next off, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, stand up, 1 foot down. Now, remember, you could do squat, or you could lift up, ankle on the thigh, hips level, chin tuck a little, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, heel heavy, 6, 7, 8, 9, now 10, come up. Now we're going to do 5 dynamics. So let me show you what it looks like with both. Remember, you can always do a squat up against the wall, or hover a foot, and you're basically doing a safe, slow as you need to. Whoops, I had to tap my toe, because I'm training this knee to track middle hip and second toe. Well, hello, Missy Astrid. 3, tap if you need to. I just had to tap. 4, it's also what? Dynamic balance. When do we use this? Going up hills, going down hills, going upstairs, going up downstairs. The other one, knee traction, and you're mindful, right? So when you have a bag of groceries in your hand and you're going upstairs, you might not be able to be as mindful because you're thinking about the groceries not spilling. But right here, we're noticing. This is your VMO. If you touch it, it also helps it turn on. Your mind's on it. Your glutes heavy. I'm just getting this other foot out of the way, guys. And inhale. Nice. All right, while we're at it, totally up to you. You know you need to listen to your body no matter what I cue, but if you care to go down, and then coming up. Perfect. All right. Now we're going to go down to the floor. So you are going to be down, and using no hands on purpose. Grab a sip. That was a good little standing series. Grab a sip. Good job. Wonderful. Let's touch each of the ways that planes we're gonna warm up. So the first is gonna be a front plank on the forearms or the hands if you prefer, it's your choice. So at first, just get yourself getting those muscles turned on. They're ready, they're primed, and just hold 10. Now we're gonna turn on a side plank. So I guess getting these muscles primed, your shoulders down the back and your head's back. Good, it's not falling towards the floor. Now the other side, we're gonna get it primed, side plank, forearm down, elbow directly underneath the shoulder and hold. Good, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're gonna prime the upper back or thoracic spine. Here we go, either a sphinx, or if you would like to prime with a swan, come on up. Good. Woo! Nice. Nice head correction. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Really good. Now we're going to turn on to the back side. Prime the glutes. Just take 10 bridges. So you notice we're kind of mixing it up. Every part of our body is going to be awake. It's going to be activated. Our mind's on the parts that we're working. If you can do an articulation, please do. Some exceptions would be if you have a herniated disc, you would just come up in one bridge and not articulate. So we're going to take about 2 more here. Exhale up. We're telling our glutes to wake up. We need them on. We need them on board. Now just hold. 10. The bridge is high now, but level. Yep, 4. There you go. I can see you better now. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now lower your spine. I'm going to prime our abs in spinal flexion. So your choices are to take the legs up, and you can take right and left, kind of a piston leg, or if you would like to add on, you can take 20 of these rotations. And about 10 more. And then recover for just a moment. Really good. Now we're going to take the legs into a bit of a circle here. So it's like you're riding a bike. Go a little further if you want it harder. Come up 5 times if you would like. We are going to end up in a seated position together. 2, no matter what variation you're taking. 3, good. 2, and then 1. And now we're up. Now we're putting something together. This is the Madrasana. Cole, if you want, you can put your forearm on that arc, and that would be an awesome way to do this without the wrist. So another way anyone could do this without the wrist is be on the forearm and do side plank. So lift up your heart. Pretend you want to shine your hips to the sky and your heart to the sky, and really press. Breathe in. I like it. Everybody looks so good. Now when you decelerate or when you come down, you're mindful. You're not just ever collapsing. If you notice when you watch people sit in a chair, you want to decelerate the whole way. You don't want to plop in a chair. So that's how I'm cueing here, and you can apply it to live. So you don't just plop and forget about your quads. When you sit down, you use your quads all the way down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, good. 8, 9, and 10. And then lower that, really good. Grab a sip if you'd like. That was great. Just did a little priming of all the things. And it is Monday, it's after the weekend, so a lot of times we do forward activities over the weekend. So let's do some thoracic spine exercises. Now, if you have a foam roller, if you'd care to use your foam roller, grab it right in front. Now, we did already prime, but you could repeat what we did earlier, hands on floor. But if you would like to add on a little element, well, hello, Miss Astrid. Come on up with your inhale. Come on up. And you're just feeling like you can get a little higher most likely than you could when you were on the floor. Okay, looks like props are being used. Good. All right, up. Your elbows might be able to lengthen more, Catherine, and that's going to activate your triceps. Good. That looks good. See if that feels good. That looks really good. That's it. So what you're doing is those are really important muscles that could get weak without intervention. So on our watch, I want them strong. We're doing it. If you were to fall, that is a muscle that catches you. So stay up on these, girls, about 15 counts, so a little longer. Keep letting the inhale take you higher. Inhales facilitate extension. Exhale to lower. We're going to do another of those count for 15. So when you're ready, come up, breathe in and breathe. And 2, 3. And then lower. Now let's try one more. Here we go. Come up. All right, lower down, and I'm going to just kind of push it forward a bit, my foam roller. I'm going to put the hands down here by the pelvis so their palms are facing the floor. When you're ready, inhale up, lift up your arms, lift up your back, lift up your toes, lift up your knees, and you're hovering. You're probably just touching the ribs and the pelvis on the floor, your belly. Now, if you care to add on, stay up there and circle your arms like a breaststroke. You're going to come up with your inhale. And 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and then 10. Now, stay up, your hands are beside your pelvis. Can you add on a flutter? So imagine you're swimming and you want to flutter kick your legs as if you're boiling water underneath the surface of the water. Lift up your back, head, good. There you go. You feel like you could get a little higher. And then when you're ready, we're going to just sneak in a recovery pose. One option is child. One option, and Catherine, if you want, you can lie down and do the knee bend back and forth. It's whatever you need for your body, but something that recovers you mentally and physically. Yeah, a puppy dog's a great one too. Actually, I'm going to cue a sip, and then we're going to come back. Excuse me. And then we're going to come back. Now, this one's called swimming, and instead of breaststroke, it's like it is your opposite arm and leg. So one arm and one leg go up, the opposite. Left arm and right leg go up. Right arm and left leg go up. Now just notice how that feels. This is also this is building bone density in the spine. All right, now if you want to add on, all the limbs come up and you alternate. All right, you're breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out, inhaling and exhaling, and then recover for a moment. Now your arms act like a pillow. Good, good, Karen. And then lengthen one leg up. Yeah, and Michelle, if you need a breather, go for it. A recovery pose is anytime you need it. I'll cue it at various intervals, but you're always going to want to listen to your body more than my cueing. So if you need a recovery pose, please do. But otherwise, your hips are low, and then one leg goes up, one leg goes down. And think about, can I go a little higher than I thought? A lot of times our body doesn't go as high until our conscious attention is on it, or it doesn't do as much. It does bare minimum. Okay, this time both legs are up in the air, and you're tapping the feet together. My knees are off the floor, but I'm not bending them. So Betty, you might be able to lengthen your knees a little bit more. Yeah, I think that's great. On my end, it looks great. 4 more, 3 more, 2. Okay, now we're going to push into a recovery pose of your choice. So for me, I'm going to pull the toes under as a different example. And then the feet get some attention. And I want a little bit more, so I'm gonna come up to kneeling with toes under. If you want a little bit more, you can join me. If you want a little bit more, I'm in an aloe, so I'm gonna move up, but that's a little more foot stretch. So if you did something this weekend that was a little more foot, like let's say a lot of gardening, negotiating, uneven terrain with hikes, then that's gonna feel really good. Good job. I also love it for the hip. Okay, really good. All right, come down, and I am going to have us do a full swan because the back body is so important to complement the front body task. Now, when you go up, you inhale, and then you'll add your hands. They push you up, and then you lower your torso, but as you do, your thighs will come up. Breathe in, lower your thighs, lift your torso, and then this is now at your own pace. Upper body, lower body, upper body, lower body, upper body, lower body. Now we could, if you would like, when you're up, you can let go once. You could do a few. You could do it again. And then, of course, I'm going to sneak in another child pose. I'm going to change it up, knees wide. And that is going to be a way to encourage diaphragmatic breathing. When you breathe in through your nose, expand your belly as much as you can. As you exhale, get rid of as much air as you can. Breathe in, expand your belly. One more time, breathe in fully, expand your belly. And then we're going to come back down. The next poses, bend the right knee and hold on to your right foot or ankle. Now, Karen, that might be what you do, and then we'll do the other side. If you would like to add 2 feet, please go for it. Lift up. And when you push hard, your quads are working, even though you're not really moving. 10. Relax for just a moment and either grab your other foot or come up both feet again like a second set. Here we go. And exhale, recover. Some type of recovery. Take a moment. Inhale. I'm going to add a little cat-cow with my hands folded under to do some recovery. So if you'd like to join me, you can do a little cat-cow, or you can stay in your flexed child pose. We're going to do about 3 more here. 2 and 1. All right, grab a sip. And I'm going to sneak in a functional fitness. So I'm on my shins right now. If that works for you, please do. If this just not good for you, you can sit on a big block, or you can kind of sit up high kneel. But the exercise would be 1 foot forward, stand up, no hands if you can, lower the opposite way. So your left shin comes down. Good. Your right knee is, now this may be all you do, or you can come down. And then your left foot comes up. So I'm just showing you no hands. You push up. Now the right shin can help you push. Now you lower the same way, but notice how, good Karen, good. Way to use your arms to use your arms out here. That was good. Decelerate. Now you could come down, or you could just say, no, I'm going to do high kneel. But look how much better everybody's getting without using their hands. That's functional youth. I love it. Now, some sneaking in functional youth challenges in the Pilates or the other classes. So this is shin down foam roller planks. If you don't want to use your foam roller, do it without. Otherwise, let's get it with our forearms on the mat. Your shins, I like to internally rotate, and the shin, near the knee has the foam roller. Bend the knees in and out for 10. In and out. 2 and 3. 4, 5,
6 and 7 and 8, 9, and then 10. Now we're going to do a slight recovery. So one example could be your shins have the foam roller and your arms are still stretched out, head down. Now we're going to be doing a little pattern with long knees. So let the forearms be down. You're going to go long. Now lift the hips straight up, go back to plank. Now lift the hips leftish, go back to plank. Lift the hips rightish, go back to plank. Okay, repeat the pattern. Go straight up. Now go leftish, plank, rightish, plank, go straight up. Now go leftish, plank, straight up, go rightish, plank. Now get ready, I'm going to change it. Go rightish, plank, left, plank, center, plank, right, plank, left, plank, center, plank, right, plank, left, plank, center, plank, come down, rest. Woo! All right. Now let's change it up. We're going to put the foam roller, I'm just putting it on the far end. I'm not even having it on the mat. Grab a sip if you want. We're going to do some abs that are down. So if you care to slow it down, your descent that is, you can. If you need to get right back down, go ahead. 5, 4, 3, 2, now right leg up, left leg is kind of like a pair of scissors long, and then you could switch. Now that's an option. You could also lift up, that's an option, or I'm going to show hands behind the head as an option. Now you're doing your scissors, however that is. The second set is pull the toes back. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, recover, hands to the feet, knees wide, so you look like a butterfly. I've been seeing monarchs lately. You look like a butterfly. Now, this one is kind of putting a couple of moves together. So go up in the legs, and I want you to do that scissor that we just did. That's your main move. If you care to add on, place your hands behind your head. Rotate your left shoulder to your right knee-ish. You got it, Karen. And then right to left, left to right. Exhale, right to left. Now, if your hamstrings are warming up, you might be able to pull your toes back for the next 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then recover for a moment. Really good, guys. And now the head's down on this next one, legs up. And Cole, you might like your arc. You're gonna circle the sacrum in, circle, the legs are glued. You'll feel like you're tracing the sacrum and around. Now your knees or legs are squeezing towards each other a little bit, not aggressively, but as if you're holding on to a piece of paper between your feet and a piece of paper between your knees. All right, just do 4 more of them corkscrews. 4. Good, ribs are down, especially when your legs are far away from you right there. And then 1 more each. And then 1 more. All right, hug them in. Now this is double leg stretch. You're gonna stretch out your arms and your legs and then hug. Stretch out your arms and your legs and hug. Now, if you care to add on, lift your shoulder blades and then stay up, and then you do this arm leg length and you press. One other way to modify is hands behind your head. Tap your elbows to your knees. Hands stay behind your head. Take 4 more of whichever way you're doing. 3, 2, 1. Now recover for just a moment. Leave the left leg down really long. Lift up the right leg up. Draw 5 circles one way and think about how you're trying to circulate the femur in the hip socket. So big circulation. Keeping it healthy. All right, now the other direction, so just 5 and 5. Same leg though, 5, 4, you're doing great. Neck is easy, 3. Yep, ribs down, 2, pubic bone pulls up a bit. Now hang on to that leg up. Okay, can you reach your 2 fingers to your big toe? If you care to, take your left hand down that left thigh, lift up your left leg, lift up your shoulder blades, and hold. 2. Belly pulls in. Good. Lift up a little bit more, Michelle, and that's less neck, more abs. I know you felt that. That was good. Good, Catherine, and then lower down. Now, the sequence is right leg down, left leg up, 5 circles each way. The neck is recovering while we do this as well. Good, long. Right leg is anchored to the floor. Act like a canvas strap is holding your ankle down. And go 5 the other way. There you go. Yep. Good, Catherine. 2. Yep, make an adjustment so you can take the class. And then the legs up. Now, you can hang on to your thigh or your calf, let's say, or take 2 fingers onto the big toe. The big toe holds on. Lift up your right leg and right hand down the thigh. Here we go. Yep, belly in. Good, hold on there. And I like that modification that your hand's behind your head if you need it. Inhale. And then recover for a moment. Thighs in. And then let's take the toes, the legs out wide, the toes pull back. So an inner thigh stretch. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, I want to give you bridge because it's great exercise and also because it's going to be a modification coming up. You choose. So bridges look like this. They go up and down. Listen to your body. If you are craving to do something a little different, you can take the arms overhead, you exhale, and you roll up and over 5 times. The bridge is a great modification. 2, or you could do this roll up. And 3, right about now, the pants start getting pulled down, so we'll do an adjustment here in a moment. 2, and 1 more, and 1. All right, now come back down, both feet down. Actually, if you can reach your foam roller, grab it, put it underneath your feet, and you're going to curl up, stay up. If you care to, take your right ankle to your left thigh, like that figure 4 we did while standing. Go up and down. Now this is going to strengthen the glute, which we all need strong for the healthy low back. Really go all the way down. I know there's a tendency to kind of cheat that range of motion, but try to go down and up. Now, foot down, left ankle on the right thigh, go down. I barely touch the pants to the mat, so I'm not resting, hanging out there, but I am feeling contact at the bottom. I want those hamstrings active. And 9, good. And 10. All right, now both feet are on, and we're going to do just a 2-inch pulse up and down. Good, you want to feel your glutes, your hamstrings. And then lower down and take your legs out longer so the calf or the high ankle is on there. Now I've got a knee bend here, but not much. So, but there is a knee bend, okay? So go up and down 10 times. Good. 2, good. 3, your neck is soft. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now hold it up if you can. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Full body stretch. Breathe in. Now you're either going to do bridging up and down, or if you care to, add on the neck pull, which is fingertips by your side, roll up, over, straighten your spine, hinge. Good, and then roll down. So 5 of those, or do bridging. Go up, over your legs, straighten your spine, hinge. When you can't hinge anymore, you flex down with control. I love it. Go up, over, straighten your spine hinge. Woo! Legs squeeze together. Good. Just 2 more. And just meet us if you're doing the bridging. And 1 more. Inhale, up, over, lengthen and hinge. And then a full body stretch. Really good. And then use your abs to come up or your hands on your thighs to come up. Good, functional abs. Good, I like it. All right, grab a sip. Really good. Now, I've shown a couple ways you can stand up. So you could do it like we did before, which is standing up like that, okay? Or if you want to try, this is cross the legs, go up, and your legs are warmed up. You don't do this normally cold. And then the other way is cross your legs the other way. No hands if you can. If you need to, touch 1 or 2, but try to decrease that over time. Love it. All right, I love it. Perfect, guys. All right, we are going to add on belly down. So you're going to descend if you can to the floor without any hands. If you can't, do the best you can. Love it. That looks much better. Looks a lot more controlled. I love it. Okay, fingertips, if you can, interlace at the low back. If that just doesn't feel right on your shoulders, just rest them on each other or put them beside your hips. But otherwise, lift up your back, lift up those interlaced fingers, lift up your legs. Breathe, breathe, breathe. This one's just so simple and pure, or not simple, but it's just so pure. There's not much to it, but I really like it for that reason. Okay, lower and switch your hands the other way, or if you're not doing that and you're just resting your hands on each other, that's fine too. Come up. All right, now your hands are on the floor, your toes are curled under. So you can see my start position. Curl your toes, hands are beside you. Now the move is going to be that you push back into a down dog, and Cole, if you want to just go to forearms, go for it. So when you're ready, you're pushing up down dog, or you're on your forearms and you're in a dolphin. So I'm going to give us a 5 count down dog for a moment just to stretch out those calves. We'll meet in dolphin if you don't want to do the down dog. All right, so when you're ready, you're going to go down to your forearms. And I like to scoot forward just a little bit in my arms so I don't feel crowded in the neck. Go into a plank and then go into a dolphin. Go into a plank and then go into a dolphin. Now the first few you may have to adjust your body. Now that's your main move. I would like to offer a challenge. Go into dolphin and pause. Lift up the right leg towards the sky. Now lower that and lift up your left leg to the sky. Good, we're gonna do that one more time so you know you get a feel of it. Right leg up, straighten both knees. Lower that foot. Left leg up, straighten both knees. Lower that foot. Now this time, shift forward to a plank. Right knee under dolphin, not dolphin, flamingo. Put that knee back. Put your left knee under and hover. Good, you're going great. Left foot back, right knee to left elbow hover. Put that foot back, left knee to right elbow hover. Both feet back, rest your hips, come up Sphinx or Swan. Good series, guys. That was great. Could you feel your abs? All right, again, we're going to do a little pattern. It's those 2 things put together. I bet you guessed it. Let your forearms come down. Now curl your toes. So I'll show you how you can come up from here. So ready, push. Now shift your weight to dolphin. I am going to pull my feet in a little bit closer and lift up your right leg towards the sky. Now get ready, bend that same right knee underneath you as you lower your hips towards dolphin or flamingo. Lift your right leg up to the sky. Bend your right knee underneath you, flamingo. One more time, lift your right leg up to the sky. Right knee underneath you, flamingo. Let your right foot back. Here we go on the other side. You're in dolphin. Left leg up to the sky. Bend your left knee under, flamingo. Lift your left leg up to the sky, stretch. Bend your left knee. Good. One more time, lift it up. Good stretch, Michelle, that was great. Left knee under. Now both feet down. Child pose. I'm gonna have you bend the elbows and pat yourself on the back. Good job. Triceps getting a little bonus stretch. Come up to your folded under knuckles. Now this time, round your hips about 5 times each way. It's kind of a active recovery, guys, for your low back. 5. And again, 5 the other way. All right, grab a sip. You're doing absolutely wonderful. Grab a sip. And I want to throw in a bit of challenges for the sideways plane. So grab a side plank on your forearm. And we're going to do a couple moves. So I'm going to stack the feet. It's harder, but if you want to stagger it, it's okay. So take one arm in a circle. Big, big, big circle. Now pause here. If you care to add on a knee pull, please do. Or just an arm pull. One big circle. Add on an elbow or a knee pull. 3. 4. 5. Ta-da! Lower your hips. Go to the other side. Elbow down. Side plank. This top arm. So I'm going to demonstrate the stacked, but you could do staggered. So let's say one big circle, and then when your arm's up, you know you're going to do something different. Elbow or elbow knee. Go backwards. Then bend your elbow or elbow knee. Big circle. Yeah, and 1. Good job, guys. Really good. Grab a sip. Woo! I wanted to offer a reverse plank after this. So if you know you want to be on your forearms instead of your hands, you can put your forearms on a prop. And I'll show you a few different ways. So one is reverse table, up. One is reverse plank, up. Or if you're doing that on a, if you're doing a forearm, you might want something sturdy but up. So just make sure you're good, right? 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lower down. Woo! Okay, before we head up, just take a forearm stretch of your liking. This is hands down, shoulders down, elbows long. Yeah, your legs can be any way. Let's do the other side. Still, shoulders down. All right, 2 fingers on your big toe. And I know that's a cue a lot. What that does is build your posterior tibialis, which is an arch muscle, and we all need arch strength. So you could experiment. Good. I didn't know if you could see me, Michelle, through the dogs, but I see you can. So, or you can hear me. Shoulder blades are down, and you could do a little dynamic balance. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, good. Hold. You're doing great. Yep. And you could also do a little V. I'm going to turn so you can see that my legs are bent. Possibly, or what? Lengthen, right? 10. And now I'm not holding on. 8, 7, and lift up your chest. 5, 4. Good. There you go. 3. Good. 2, and 1. Really good. All right, so I'm going to offer you do a bound angle, or if you just would like to see some possibilities, this is a yoga move, but I think it's fun to know that the human body can do things. Right elbow's up over, my left ankle hooks, I lift up my tush. Good, good, great. Just know it's doable. So you can either do a bound angle, or you can take your left arm and go under, your right ankle hooks, and you lift up your tush. Heck, you could even go out to the side. I just want you to know it's possible. Really good. Take an inhale, lower down. Now I'm going to offer an eagle pose twist. So the eagle twist would be my feet are on the floor and I take the right leg and I cross it over the left thigh and I try to hook my right toes underneath my left ankle calf area. Now I'm going to lift my hips, scooch them over, a very technical term, knees go left, arm goes right. Woo! And if you have another twist that you need to do instead, please do. I like to just mix it up so you get different options. Now when you breathe in peace, and exhale out tension. Breathe in relaxation, exhale out tension. We're going to let that come back up. Now your other side, so you start almost like a little bridging kind of pose, but you take your left thigh and you cross it once, or can you cross it twice? Now I like to lift and scooch. Oh, keep going, I got to move that microphone transmitter. So the YouTube videos are very clear audio. So if you ever miss class, you have these really clear audio visual ways to catch up. So now our left arm, or to have a class, your left arm's out. Now breathe in peace, exhale relaxation. Exhale out any tension in your body. Breathe in relaxation, exhale out any tension, mental or physical. You feel how your body lets go as you're here, it gets more comfortable. Gently come back, guys, and then once you're on your back, you could take a normal right ankle to left thigh stretch if you'd care to, and then your hands reach through. Good. If you need to do a different stretch, let's say a hamstring stretch, please go for it. I want you to do what you need. Good. All right, I like a little rock. Breathe in peace. Exhale out any tension. Breathe in relaxation. Exhale out any tension. And then we're going to take the other side, ankle to thigh, reach your hands through and catch that. If you need a pillow, grab a pillow if that helps you feel like your neck stays in neutral. All right. And then you're either going to lie down on your side and pull your foot to your glute in a quad stretch, or you can take your right shin under, either on the floor, and another possibility was you lie vertically on the foam roller, head on one end, sacrum on the other end, rib down either way. Oh yeah, that looks good, Catherine. That looks good, Michelle. And Betty, I thought that's where you were going. Good. And Cole, you're just going to see if that feels safe on your leg. Yep, 10 more. And your belly rises, so there's an elasticity to your breathing. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, if you put your hands on your belly, you should feel that or can feel that. And then try the other side, and you're not stunting your breath. Your other shin's under, or you're on your other side. Now let your belly rise with your inhale coming through your nose. So if you can, at any time, except for like high maximal exercise, you can try to breathe in your nose. Increases immunity. It helps the parasympathetic system. Inhale. Now as you're ready, we're going to go feet up on the wall, or if you prefer a traditional Shavasana, you can. You know I like to mix things up, and so I'm never offended what you take. I just want you to have a lot of options. But I do like feet up in the air, because how often does the circulation have a chance to do that? And you're now opposite the way we normally are. And breathe in through your nose, peace and relaxation. Your belly expands, and then exhale out any tension. 5 more of those. Breathe in. Breathe out. Tension. Breathe in peace and relaxation. Breathe out. Tension. In. Now release that foam roller, and we'll come up to a seated position, and then lift up your spine and notice how it feels to have posture. The bones in an erect place, but not with tension, just an erect place. Your shoulders are down the back, so there's a sense of opening. Your crown is lifted, the jaw's parallel to the floor. Now notice how it feels to be in an upright posture. It's not rigid, it's not effort, it's just sort of a relaxed upright. Now breathe in and see if it's a little easier to get a full breath. Your belly does expand. Breathe in through your nose and exhale. Now visualize yourself going through your day with this upright posture. That's just who you are, that's just how you walk, that's just how you talk, that's just how you hold yourself. Notice the emotions, that the chemicals that come in. Dopamine, serotonin, the feel-good hormones. You can create your own pharmaceutical hormone concoction just with your breath and your energy up. So we'll take full advantage of that. Just notice how you feel. And we'll set that intention to keep our body upright. Notice how good it feels to have a good posture, the breathing, the hormones, the interaction with others with this calm, confident state. With so much appreciation, have a beautiful Monday. Thank you for starting your week with me. I hope that you feel wonderful the rest of the day. Have a great week. I'll